Hello. Um, I'm just out here in the hills for a cycle, and I thought of you, so I thought I'd send you a wee message while I put my sun cream on because it's getting very sunny. Um, I've been cycling since yesterday morning. I'm cycling. I got the train down to Glasgow very early yesterday morning, and then I had breakfast in Glasgow. It was lovely. Spoke to a nice Swiss lady who was telling me all about her travels while I had my breakfast, which was lovely. And oh, she was so nice. She was just telling me all the good things in the world, all the places she's been, all the people she's met, things she's done for minority groups across the world, in Saudi Arabia, in Australia, working with Aboriginal Australians. She's fascinating lady. Yeah, so yesterday morning I set off from Glasgow and cycled up lots of off-road stuff, lots of big hills. Yeah, it was really fun. Up past where did I go past? Past Callander, and then up through some hills, using some of the cycle paths and some of the walking paths and some of the paths that nobody uses because they're too steep. Up to Loch Earn, and I camped at Loch Earn last night, so that was a good long journey. And I slept in my sleeping bag on the ground beside the cycle path. um, so I slept for about 4 or 5 hours before the birds woke me up. And then the midges started to come out, so I thought I'd better get moving. I cycled on a bit and I found a nice viaduct looking down over not far from Loch Earn. So I stopped there and gobbled a bit of breakfast up. And then kept cycling, and there was a couple of massive hills past a lot of walkers who were all going on slightly flatter hills than I was, and were keen to point out that I was taking a really steep route. Like, you can go that way, it's much flatter. And I said, well, I'm not here for flat, we're here for the challenge and the excitement, the adventure. So yeah, lots of big hills. But then I got rewarded when I got to the top, and I was just looking down over the valley, over the glens. There were sheep sharing fields with wild deer. There was gulls and oyster catchers foraging in the grass. There were cuckoos on both sides of the glen, shouting to each other. At first I thought it was just one and then its echo, but it was two. I guess having a conversation, or a fight, who knows. Lots of birds, lapwings, a couple of woodpeckers, lots and lots of little song thrushes, tits. I think I saw corncrake, but I'm not 100% sure. I need to look that up when I get home. Loads of barflies and beetles, and the midges have burned off. The sun's too hot for them, I think. And there's a lovely, very slight breeze. It's not even moving the trees, it's so slight, but it's very warm breeze coming through the glen. So I'm just following the river here. It's a really nice, flat, peaceful river. Reminds me a lot of the Nevis when we used to hang out there as we were kids. Maybe that's what reminded me of you. Or maybe it's just being out in the hills and enjoying myself in the sun. A lot like when we used to around Fort William, up the glen and that. So that's where I am now. I think I've travelled about 50 kilometres today, and I did 90 kilometres yesterday. So that is 140 kilometres so far. So I've got another 20 to go to reach my target. But it's early, so I might get further. Yeah, I got a friend of mine who's potentially meeting me at Loch Rannoch, who was working during the week, so couldn't join me on the cycle, but is going to. They weren't feeling too well, so it depends if they're feeling better or not. And they're going to join me potentially at Loch Rannoch for the rest of the way, all the way up to Inverness. The scenic route, round about all the houses, you know. So it's 320 kilometres total. So if I've done, what did I say? 90, 50, so I've done 140 so far. So only, what is that, 180 to go after that? So yeah, approaching halfway. Oh, some beetles just came to say hello. I'm trying to remember what I've put, what I put sun cream on now. Definitely on my arms, my legs and my face. Bit of extra on my neck and my ears, I think. And these Lafferty ears covered up. I do have a cap and gloves and glasses and all that stuff. I just took them off to apply the sun cream. Yeah, so I just wanted to let you know what I'm up to. Thought you'd really enjoy it. And it is lovely out here. And just as soon as I've done this, I'll turn the camera around and give you a wee spin. I'm in about the trees a wee bit, so it's not as open as it was back there, but there's some nice waterfalls, really big rocky hills there. Honestly, it's fantastic. It's so big, so grand, so majestic, and it just makes me think of when we used to go walking on the hills and down in the glens, and I would always look up at these types of hills. And I don't know if I ever said it. I don't know if I ever said it out loud. Maybe you can remember and tell me. But I always remember looking at them and thinking, I wonder if I could get to the top. I wonder if I could walk up that. I wonder if I could climb. You know, when it's grassy, can I walk up it? When it's rocky, could I scramble up that? Can I climb up that? How tall is it really? It's hard to say. Yeah, and I guess I'm now finding out. Just out on a big adventure on my bike. Oh, here comes a car. There's not many cars actually. I saw very few yesterday. I'm on an actual road today, so that's why I'm seeing more cars. They're all very sensible. They'll give me a nice wave and pull over to let me past. Yeah, so really enjoying it. I need to put my glasses back on, my eyes are getting sore. And then I'll give you a wee tour. I hope this is still recording. Yeah, it is good. Out of focus. There we go. So there's one of the big hills there. See if I can turn down. Can I get this so you can actually see it? There we go. Big rocky hill there, and another one just there. So I've just come from that direction. I can't even see the hill anymore that I came down, but it was probably not. Actually, maybe taller than that, and it was very, very steep. I climbed, I think, about 500 meters over the space of maybe 4 or 5 kilometers. So that's very, very steep. There's another hill there, but there's a lovely waterfall just there. I don't know if you can see it. Zoom in. It's really nice, just sort of piddling its way down between the rocks, bouncing back and forth. And there's another few that I've passed on the way, and just that sound of the birds and the water. And then this is the direction I'm heading in. Okay. So I'm following this wee road here. I think I'm going to climb up a hill again at some point, but I don't know how far down this road I'm going to go, and then back into the hills. Nice steep hills, get my legs burning again. Yeah, but it's lovely. It's there's a lone tree away up there, see it? Just all on its Todd. Just making the best of it, eh? Oh, that's my phone telling me that I've got not much storage left. I'll have to delete some stuff so I can make sure to keep all these videos. Didn't mean to make this a 10-minute video, but there you go. Yeah, just thought you'd like to get an update on what I'm up to. Yeah, send my love to Grandpa, and hopefully I'll get down to your bit and see you at some point soon. After this adventure, I'll do another, I guess. Yeah, love ya.